The world does not care about your feelings, your potential, or your good intentions. It responds only to strength, control, and unbreakable leverage. While the average person spends their life begging for approval, the powerful few understand a terrifying truth. Mental dominance is not given. It is taken. Welcome back to Obsidian Psyche. If you want to survive the subtle wars of human interaction, you must learn to master the mind before it masters you. Today, we decode the 8 brutal strategies of mental power. These are not soft self-help mantras. These are cold psychological frameworks designed to strip away your vulnerabilities and transform you into an unshakable force. Strategy 1. Kill the desire to be understood. Weak individuals burn endless energy explaining themselves, begging the world to see their perspective. They mistake over-explaining for honesty. The powerful know that explanation is a confession of weakness. Machiavelli observed that men judge more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see, but few can feel. When you constantly justify your actions, you grant others power over your self-worth. Stop explaining. Act cleanly, move in silence, and let your results create the narrative. Strategy 2. Weaponize strategic unpredictability. Human beings are addicted to patterns. Once someone maps your reactions, they map your boundaries, and once they map your boundaries, they control you. Sun Tzu wrote that all warfare is based on deception. If your responses are always logical, polite, and predictable, you are easy to manipulate. Break the pattern. Shift your stance. Let your silence be louder than their noise. When people cannot predict your next move, they proceed with extreme caution. Unpredictability breeds respect through uncertainty. Strategy 3. Starve the ego of immediate validation. Carl Jung stated that where love stops, power begins, and where power stops, love begins. The modern trap is the addiction to micro-applauses, social media likes, instant agreement, quick praise. This desire makes you fragile. When you depend on external validation, you hand the remote control of your emotions to strangers. Master the discipline of delayed gratification. Work in the dark. Suffer in quiet. Build your mind like a fortress behind closed doors, so that public opinion can neither build you up nor tear you down. Strategy 4. Practice tactical detachment. The moment you become deeply attached to an outcome, a person, or a position, you create a lever for someone else to pull. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Tactical detachment does not mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming unmanipulatable. When you are willing to walk away from any table, any negotiation, or any relationship at a second's notice, you instantly hold all the power. Strategy 5. Convert your shadow into fuel. Nietzsche warned that whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he does not become a monster. But he also understood that suppressing your darker instincts makes you weak, not good. Society teaches you to bury your anger, your ambition, your aggression. Dark psychology teaches you to integrate them. Channel your rage into hyperfocus. Channel your dissatisfaction into relentless execution. Do not deny your shadow. Tame it, leash it, and ride it toward your targets. Strategy 6. Master the art of emotional asymmetry. When someone attacks you verbally, insults your intelligence, or attempts to provoke you, their goal is emotional equilibrium. They want you down in the dirt with them. Weak minds react instantly with anger. Powerful minds respond with absolute, icy neutrality. A calm stare, a slow response, or absolute indifference completely disarms an aggressor. When you remain unbroken by their chaos, their own aggression turns inward and consumes them. Strategy 7. Own the silence in every room. Silence makes average people deeply uncomfortable. They rush to fill quiet moments with nervous chatter, revealing their insecurities, secrets, and intentions. The elite use silence as a weapon. In negotiations, after stating your stance, say nothing. In confrontations, when someone finishes speaking, pause for 3 seconds while holding eye contact. Silence creates a vacuum, and human nature forces the other person to fill it, usually by surrendering information or concessions they never intended to give. Strategy 8. Adopt the sovereign mindset. Most people view themselves as victims of circumstance, constantly reacting to the environment around them. A sovereign mind operates on an internal locus of control. You do not ask for permission to exist, to lead, or to execute. You accept total responsibility for your victories and your catastrophic failures alike. When you stop blaming external forces, you reclaim absolute sovereignty over your destiny. You become immune to the power dynamics of lesser minds. Mental power is not an innate trait. It is a calculated daily discipline. You must actively strip away the weak habits of emotional reactivity, oversharing, and people-pleasing. The world will continuously attempt to break your focus, test your boundaries, and bend your will to fit its agenda. But when you possess these 8 strategies, you become untouchable. You now hold the mental blueprints to operate at an entirely different level. Do not just process these words, integrate them into your daily existence. Refuse to be controlled, refuse to be predicted, and refuse to break under pressure. Subscribe to Obsidian Psyche to continue mastering human behavior, dark manipulation, and mental dominance. Leave a comment below with the strategy you plan to execute today. Think deeper. Feel less. Know more.